Welcome to the Saturday morning preview show here on PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Pollock, Tam McManus and Alan Ruff are here with me on this Saturday. Let's get right to it, Tam. Celtic take on Hibs. Early kick-off today. Brendan Rodgers' side come into this one off the back of a heartbreaking Champions League exit. But will they be guns ready to go for this one at Easter Road?
Yeah, I think they will. Listen, I think Celtic have got a big enough squad to rotate the team. I think they'll take a lot of confidence from that game. I don't think they'll feel tired. I think they'll come into the game proving that they've come in against a really good team and done well. Hibs are on a great run at the minute, really difficult to beat, not conceding goals. I think they've only conceded one in the last 5 games. So, listen, Hibs just need to try and keep it as tight as long as possible and maybe nick a goal. If Celtic turn up and play well, they'll win. But Hibs are on a bit of a run at the minute. I don't think they'll get something at the game, but I think they'll run Celtic close. What
sort of Hibs side do we expect to see, roughly? Unbeaten since they played Celtic last year.
Yeah, but as Tom said, they're on a wee run. They'll be confident. They're confident getting into the game, but they know going to Parquet is a different kettle of fish for any of the other grounds. I mean, struggled a wee bit last week at St Mirren. I think it's all about Celtic. This will be the first time that Celtic's players have had to pick themselves up after a game, you know, psychologically, because they don't usually, that kind of thing doesn't usually happen to them. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, team selection, but he's got enough, as Tam says, to pick. I still think they'll win the game, but Hibs will make it difficult.
Scoreline?
I'm going to go Celtic 2-0.
2-0, Tam?
2-0 Celtic as well.
2-0 as well. Right, Kilmarnock make the journey to Pittodrie to take on Aberdeen. 7 games to go before the split, Tam. Kelly being one of the sides fighting for a top 6 spot. Is that in your mind as a player when you know that every result until then matters?
Yeah, it does. I think the closer it comes to the break, you start to think about your position in the league. This is a huge game. Kilmarnock win this, you know, they're really, you know, in the mix for that top 6. Not only that, but in the mix for top 4. It's so tight. Aberdeen, great result last week against Dundee. Stopped to rot. Difficult one to call this. Derek getting back to Pittodrie. I'm going to sit in the fence here and go a draw. I think a draw is not a bad result for both teams, but a win for either of these teams, particularly Aberdeen, I'd really see them trying to cement that 3rd place.
What scoreline going for?
I'm going to go for 1 each here. I think this will be a tight game. I'll go 1 each.
Okay then, Kilmarnock. Good news for Derek McManus, Ruffy. A few players coming back. Mike Kennedy, he's a creative player. Kyle Vassell, goal scorer. Stuart Finlay in defence. Is this a good time to get these boys back and involved?
Well, if you get them all in, yeah, there's no doubt. I don't know if Vassell would take over for the young boy Wales, who's been doing particularly well, but Finlay certainly at the back would be a bonus. It just remains to be seen if Aberdeen have turned the corner. Yeah, they had a good result against Dundee. I think the home advantage might just sway this one Aberdeen's way, so I'm going to go Aberdeen 2-1.
Aberdeen 2-1. Okay, Dundee United face Motherwell 4th versus 8th. Michael Vimmer's first game in charge. Can we expect to see a new manager's bounce from the Steelmen?
I think so. I think they will. I think they'll. Dundee United for me have fell away a wee bit. They've had a tough run of games, to be fair to them, but I think they're flagging a wee bit in that race for 3rd. I think Motherwell will get a massive bounce for the manager. Coming in, they want to impress him. I think you always, when a new manager comes in, you want to impress him, you want to stay in the team. And I'm going to go for a wee upset here. I'm going to go for Motherwell to win this. I know Dundee United have been decent this season at home, but I don't know. I just think Motherwell might get a wee bounce for the manager. I think they'll maybe nick it 2-1.
2-1, as Tam mentioned there, Ruffy. 3 defeats in their last 3 league games, but home advantage again. Yep. Play a part.
Yeah, I think so. If they can get Kevin Holt back, he's been missing for a couple of games. And Ross Stockert, he's been out, injured and in and out, you know. But I think the home advantage, I'm still not convinced about Motherwell. Yeah, they've got a new manager. Yeah, they usually get that bounce, but I still think Dundee United will be too strong for them. I think Motherwell are going to be scrapping right to the end.
Right, okay, what are you going for?
2-0 Dundee United.
2-0 Dundee United. Ross County 8 points clear from the foot of the table now, Tam in 10th place. Is that enough to keep them away from the danger zone, taking on Dundee this weekend?
I think it's enough to keep them away from the bottom spot. I still think the playoffs, 3 or 4 clubs could be in the playoffs.
Anybody,
bottom.
yeah.
Yep, it's wide open down there. Another massive game. A lot of big games this weekend. This is a big game again. Dundee are on a bad run at the minute. You know, I spoke about them earlier in the season, possibly being a candidate for that second, you know, for that relegation spot. And this is a huge game. Ross County in great form at the minute, you know, doing well. I fancy Ross County here. Unfortunately for my old club Dundee, I just don't think they're good enough at the back at the minute. Joe Shaughnessy, I know, has been back playing reserve games. They might put him straight back in. He's had a couple of games. I think they're missing that experience at the back. So if he plays, they'll make a big difference. But I think Ross County will beat them, and I'm going to go for 2-1 to Ross County.
2-1 Ross County. Tony Dockery has described the next 7 games, roughly, as 7 cup finals. Do you agree with him?
Yeah, I agree with that. When you're down there, you know, every win is a bonus. I think if Ross County win this one, there's going to be alarm bells ringing all over that league, because there's teams who didn't think they were in trouble going to be in trouble if they get 3 points. So I'm going to stick with Ross County for a home win in this one, a narrow one, and I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1, a narrow one. Okay, Rangers take on St Mirren. It's the first home game for Rangers, Tam, since that Queen's Park defeat. Will Philippe Clement be demanding a quick, positive, aggressive start from his side?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been not a bad week for Rangers with all the takeover talk.
Yes.
I think you can see online, and people you speak to, they're all excited about this takeover. They're all excited about potentially money going into the club, which they're crying out for, you know, to try and get closer to Celtic again. So I think you might see the fans bouncing in a wee bit of pep in their step. The players have got to go and win the game. I think they will. St Mirren are a different team, I think, away from home than they are at home. But again, I think St Mirren can cause them problems with their 2 strikers up front, you know, Mandron and Olasanyu. So I think they'll score, but I think Rangers will be too strong. I think they'll win 3-1.
3-1, right then, St Mirren. If they can catch Rangers roughly early, maybe sneak a wee goal, put a bit of pressure on, will that cause the Rangers support to get on the backs?
That's the plan. You know, it's the plan all the time when you go to the big clubs. Try and keep the supporters quiet, you know, try and nick a goal if you can. If you can nick a goal, it puts certain players in the Rangers team under a wee bit of pressure. They've got something to prove. I think St Mirren have just went off the boil a wee bit just now. I think Rangers on this particular day will win quite comfortably. I'm going to go 3-0 Rangers. 3-0
Rangers. Moving on to tomorrow then, Hearts face at Johnstone. Hearts faced their first defeat last weekend against Rangers since the Edinburgh derby. Tam, are you seeing progression under Neil Critchley? 10 wins in 25 games he's been in charge of?
Yeah, I think you can see they're getting better. I think the results tell you that. I thought they were unlucky last week against Rangers. Thought they played well, missed a lot of opportunities, but the bonus for them is they're creating chances. And I think if they create the same amount of chances against St Johnstone, then they'll win. St Johnstone had a little bit of a bounce, you know, a couple of good results, but then, you know, poor result last week down at Kilmarnock. So I think they'll finish bottom. I think they'll keep scrapping away, but I'd fancy Hearts to win this. Maybe 2-0.
You pick a winner out of these two, Ruffy?
Yeah, I thought Hearts were very good last week. I thought they were very unfortunate. Obviously, with their own goals, they certainly had enough chances to get something out of the game. I think they'll be far too strong for St Johnstone, so I'm going to go Hearts to win 3-0.
3-0, right. Okay, the quiz in positions, ready to go. No cheating been going on this week?
Nope.
First answer wins, right, okay. Let me get the whole question out. Right?
That's not going to happen.
For people watching, let me get the question out. Right, okay. Which American football team have this week been linked with a part takeover at Rangers Football Club?
San Francisco 49ers.
Full name, thank you very much.
You're joking me.
No.
You're joking me, Kerry. I said 49ers.
No, that's not their full name. Have to give us the full name. 1-0, Ruffy.
That's a disgrace. No, that's a disgrace.
There's still 4 more questions to go.
I'm boycotting the quiz next week.
Which Premiership team shares its nickname with a commonly known fruit?
Commonly known fruit?
Yep, a commonly known fruit.
I'll go...
Do you know this?
I'm guessing here. I'm going to go Dundee United.
Correct. They are known as the
Tangerines.
Tangerines. 2-0, Ruffy. Right, okay. Which nationality is Motherwell manager Michael Wimmer?
German.
I got that. You're giving me that.
2-1, right, okay.
Oh.
Which current Hibs defender started his career?
Garden.
I can't give you that because you shouted it
She
before I
shouted it
finished
out.
the question.
Right.
Okay, so
Can you
states.
read the full question out?
Which
Yeah, get
current
it right,
Hibs
Garden.
defender started his career at Motherwell?
Just kidding.
Okay, so
2 each.
2 each. This is the decider.
Let her finish the question.
Let me finish the question. Who is currently second in the Scottish Championship?
Ayr United.
Correct. 3-2. Ruffy takes the one this week.
That first one's a joke. That's a joke.
Technicalities.
I said 49ers.
I could have said
Technicalities.
49ers as well, but
It's
that's
the same thing. It's a team.
the real name is
So if you said Hearts, you get it wrong.
Heart of Midlothian.
Okay. We'll be back
Disgrace, not having that.
next week with some more Premiership action and quiz to look forward to. Thanks for watching.